If you woke up to find 99.99% of the population disappeared overnight, what would you do? Download as much information as I can, before the internet goes out. Move into someone's awesome home. Leave a comment on Reddit and somehow still get people arguing with me. Go back to sleep. Visit nearby eyewear stores and stock up on several extra frames and contact lenses with my prescription, just in case mine break now that I finally have all this time to read. I wonder how long you could survive. Like how long would all the non-perishable food last that exists today? How long would the fuel in fuel stations last, etc., etc.? Presumably long enough to see out your own existence. I would probably steal a nice car, fill it with fuel and just drive. This is the plot of a really great, horrible, 80s movie called The Quiet Earth. Find somewhere that stocks generators. Stock up with fuel. Stock up with dried and tin. Produce. Head to the nearby university. Set up camp. Edit. Because people are asking. A university will have a library, chemistry labs, engineering workshops, medical facilities, catering, accommodation and more. They are usually on the edges of towns and cities, so you have access to farmland. With 99.99% of the population gone, in my region, that would still leave maybe 1,000 people. My goal would be to build a community. Fuel will expire after a certain time. Apart from natural gas. The first 6 months to a year are when you burn through fuel reserves and do a lot of hard heavy work gathering and stockpiling resources. Then you transition to solar and wind power. In the longer term you would look at farming to refine ethanol and manufacturing more generators for water and wind power, along with things like energy storage via non-chemical means. Hydro, for example. For context, I'm British. I would be trying to survive in the UK. It might be a very different matter in another country with a different culture. Well, for one thing, having looked down this thread and saw the number of people that can't knock 4 zeros off a number, I'd rejoice that I was probably now the greatest living mathematician. Clearly, everyone reading this should proceed to a deserted school and start reading maths textbooks to learn what 0.01% means. First, research before the internet cuts out. Look up homes of eccentric architects with off-grid homes, preferably somewhere in California where you can farm year-round. At the very least, find neighborhoods with the highest levels of solar panels. Next, get a good traveling vehicle going with good supplies that you need long-term. Hunting equipment, books on survival, farming, etc. How to build radios, hook up solar power, filter water, etc. Go to the library and print off as much as possible from the internet that you might need before it's too late. Next, gather equipment that makes it easy to break into and hotwire cars. Break into homes and siphon gas, collect gas containers as well. Eventually, establish myself in an off-grid home, at least with the power supply, and rig a rainwater storage system. If I'm successful finding a home with good solar panel supply, find a Tesla and use that to get around. Next, figure out a radio system to start contacting people to build a community. And take over a farm, get to the farm animals before they die. Join the guilty remnant. Realize that I had been chosen as it for hide and seek. Therefore, start searching. I'd finally rest, watch the sun rise over a grateful universe. Statistically, everyone I care about is dead. So, likely life is about to get really lonely really fast, and anyone I meet is likely going to be just as broken. Find a nice spot in a place that isn't due for a reactor to blow that has a library nearby. Since I'm near DC, probably downtown. Finally, no traffic on I-66. Pet my dog. Find the 800,000 people still left alive and hope to God they're not politicians. Not notice. Check if people I know are a part of the 0.1. Drive to Los Angeles at full speed on a full tank of gas and see how fast I can get there without the pesky highway patrol.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.